Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Friday, December 10th, 2021. And we begin with a massive manger scene camel trading frankincense and myrrh for a 24-hour adventure near Kansas City. The dromedary drama began when the animal ditched the live drive-through nativity to lead a high-speed chase around town. The Arabian escapee galloped down a highway, crossed a golf course, and even visited a few homes. She spent the entire day and night evading police, sometimes running as fast as 40 miles an hour. Locals loved it and nicknamed her Forrest Hump. But once the caroling camel had her fun and slowed to a walk, she was lassoed and returned to her owners. As police posted, Forrest Hump will now go back to doing camel things. No word if that includes a return performance at the manger scene. How's this for family bonding? Tomorrow morning, for the first time ever, a dad and son will fly to space together. Tech mogul Lane Bess and his adult son Cameron are strapping in for a ride on board Blue Origin's third crewed flight. They'll join former football great Michael Strahan and Laura Shepard Churchley, the eldest daughter of astronaut Alan Shepard. The flight was supposed to launch from Van Horn, Texas yesterday, but high winds pushed it to Saturday at 9:45 a.m. Eastern. Strahan is an honorary guest and gets a stipend or small payment for flying, which he'll be donating to the Boys and Girls Club. The crew will travel more than 3 times the speed of sound and pass the Kármán line at 62 miles above Earth. Total flight time, 11 minutes. Dr. Anthony Fauci calls booster shots the answer to Omicron, and now 8 million U.S. teens are eligible for that protection. Yesterday, both the FDA and CDC greenlit a third dose of Pfizer for 16 and 17-year-olds, which means kids in that age range who are 6 months past their second shot could be sitting down for another any day now. Pfizer's own research shows that Omicron can evade the protection given by the first 2 doses, but has a harder time getting past the third. Funeral services will be held this morning for war hero, Republican Senator, and 3-time presidential candidate Bob Dole. Politicians and dignitaries, family, and friends will be on hand at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. From there, a motorcade will take him to the World War II Memorial, which he helped build, where he'll be remembered for his service by actor Tom Hanks and others. Yesterday, Senator Dole received the high honor of lying in state at the U.S. Capitol. Republicans and Democrats took turns praising him, with President Biden calling him a giant of our history. Lying in state in the rotunda is a tradition reserved for the most prominent public figures. In fact, Mr. Dole is only the 33rd person in American history to do so. The state of Oklahoma is none too happy with former Oklahoma University head coach Lincoln Riley, who just ditched the Sooner State for the top football job at USC in California. As payback, State Senator Bill Coleman is proposing Oklahoma name a highway after the exiting play caller, not a bustling thoroughfare, just 3 inches of a desolate road out of town. The bill will come up for discussion in February, and any signage for the 3 inches would be paid for by the senator. In a statement, he explained, "While we are all free to pursue employment elsewhere, there is a level of professionalism that is expected to be adhered to. From all indications, professionalism was pretty much absent in how this departure was executed." In other KidNuz sports notes, Steph Curry didn't set the 3-point record Wednesday night, which means he'll likely do it on the road. The Warriors great hit 6 from downtown against the Trailblazers and now needs just 10 more to pass Ray Allen. Golden State plays its next 5 games away, starting with the 76ers tomorrow night. And while Tom Brady got Sports Illustrated Sportsperson of the Year award, it is a gymnast and a swimmer getting the nod for Athletes of the Year. On the women's side, Suni Lee took the honor and in her acceptance speech thanked her parents for keeping her going when she wanted to quit the sport. Caleb Dressel, who won 5 gold medals in the pool in Tokyo, won Male Athlete of the Year. That's it for KidNuz. Now, today's KidNuz quiz. What made a break for freedom from a manger scene near Kansas City? A camel nicknamed Forrest Hump. How will a Blue Origin flight make history tomorrow? It'll be the first time a parent and child travel to space together. The FDA and CDC just approved Pfizer booster shots for what age group? (16 and 17-year-olds). How much of an Oklahoma freeway might be dedicated to the OU coach who bolted for USC? 3 inches. In today's Kid News Kicker, Rolling Stone magazine said it best. Pop star Olivia Rodrigo managed the impossible by making the DMV a place you'd want to be. The driver's license singer and her band transformed the Glendale, California location into a performance space for NPR's Tiny Desk concert series. Pre-pandemic, Tiny Desk series happened at NPR's headquarters in Washington, D.C., but since then have been in cozy places of the artist's choosing. In this case, Olivia played a 4-song set in the DMV's waiting area with her hit Driver's License the obvious reason. The pop star also announced a world tour starting this spring. Before we go, it's time to give a big Kid News shout-out to some of our teachers and their students, starting with Miss Megan at Banyan Tree Foundations Academy in San Diego, California. To New Jersey for Miss Alberisi at New View Academy in Piscataway. And Mr. Sweeney and his Sween Dogs at Morristown Upper Elementary in Morristown. Mrs. Safone at West Vincent in Chester Springs, Pennsylvania. And Mrs. Shepard at Wells Junior High in Wells, Maine. Thanks for listening. Please think of us when you're making your tax-deductible end-of-year donations. And we'll see you back here for more Kid News Monday morning.